Hey guys, welcome back to Maxcast, Dawn of War Unification. Today I have another 1 vs 1 view on Fata Morga. On the northern side playing Blood Angels we have Wood. On the southern side playing Tau Empire we have Grindan. So again on Fata Morga and again Mr. Wood himself over here. This time playing the Blood Angels against Grindan. We all know and love him with his, he seemed like a vanilla player. He played a lot of vanilla and Tau is his main faction. So let's see, he goes for his signature 1, 2, normally like 3 stealth suits. Yeah, 3 stealth suit into jump. This is like his normal opener, and then he goes for Tau Commander, I think, afterwards, normally. It's true, I have a little bit. Even, yeah, forgetting to build the Tau Fire Warriors over here. On the other side we have Wood. We know the Korean guy playing a lot of Unification factions, going for a 2 scout opener into Assault Marines. I normally recommend like 3 scouts and keep it on 1 assault squad, so you can get a better tier 2 timing when you get your veterans and everything. But let's see if he goes for like 2, but I don't think so. But yeah, you could go for 3 scouts. And for the Fata Morga 2 is normally sufficient for the amount of points you have. But yeah, on the other side Grindan capping with his 3 stealth suits really fast and getting 2 Tau Fire Warriors. The question is he going to be aggressive? Yeah, he stays right here, which is exactly what you want to do with Tau. Don't overextend your Tau Fire Warriors early on. He's expecting some aggressiveness, I guess. He could upgrade 1 point or go for the Tau Commander. For the Tau Commander he will not have enough requisition. The second squad of Fire Warriors over here, so this is like the typical setup on Fata Morga. 1 over here, for example, 1 over here. He now sees the Assault Marines and should move these guys over, I think. Or even upgrade this point over here. A little slow on the reaction over here. We see the Red Thirst, the buffed Red Thirst in action now. They deal now a bit more damage in melee and regenerate more health. But yet, in comes the second Fire Warrior squad on top. Now the question is, will he add up a third? Or what he's going to do? He goes for a third Fire Warrior. Is totally the norm for him. So then he has his population more or less full. The stealth suit will not be able to... okay, the point got built. Very nice. In time. And we have a second Assault Marine squad. So this is more like vanilla Space Marine, Assault Marine opener. Will they... again building the point up. So Grindan showing his micro skills over here. The stealth suit now going over to capture the relics. This is not a good jump, I think. You want to have 1 at each location. Plasma generator on this position is kind of peculiar. Would love to see this point upgraded once when he's getting the plasma generator over here. But yeah, there's 1 squad more in Fire Warriors than there is in Assault Marines. So this should be kiteable. Yeah, but he can kill this worker, which he does, and can stop the plasma generator from being up. Bleeding a lot of models though in the meantime. So not sure if this was all worth it or completely well executed in that sense. Needs more builders. Is Grindan over here to start building over here. And also make sure to stop the decap over there. Has no builder around, so this could... He has. Where's the builder? Ah, the Earthcast builder is coming over there. Scouts on each side. 1 killing a self-suit unnoticed. On the other side we have a stealth suit over here decapping or wanting to cap, I'm not sure. I don't see any scalp ropes yet. And I'm also seeing a bit of a micro slip up over here. The question is, no generator yet. Fully committing on the Assault Marines. We'll need 1 generator. The Blood Angels have a relatively cheap tier 2, only 100 power. So you can get tier 2 with a lot less power investment than normally. 25 power makes a big of a difference in the early game. Yeah, I would really like to see this point getting upgraded. All the fighting over here is done here. 1, 2, 3, 4 Fire Warriors. Now he lost 1 stealth suit, so you can get this. And against all this pressure, he's also reinforcing the squads. Normally I do not recommend this, but if you feel you are pressured too much, this can be a good option. 1, 2. If he does not upgrade a point, he can start the tier 2 with this amount of generators. Normally I would recommend upgrading a point or 2, so that's why you normally see 3 generators for Tau. But as I said, this could be done now with only the 2 generators. Let's see if the resources tick down. In comes the skull probe now, killing this poor stealth suit over here. The second generator for wood. Wood normally likes to play more. I know I'm mixing this up. Oops likes to play for a lot of economy. Oops. To be honest. So he cancelled the generator even to get the tier 2, which I like. So he gets a decently timed tier 2. Tier 2 should be this position again. But now upgrading his point as well. So he has saved up some power, to be honest. Okay, which is okay, I think. Awesome enlightenment over here has all these fire warriors over here. Would be nice to also upgrade this point, so you have your new main base over here. The only issue is then that your barracks are exposed and the 2 generators over here, so this point would be also nice to be upgraded. Yeah, we have now skull probes in tandem with scouts capping the map. Towers being defensive. Will lose the middle point as well, so has taken hold. Counter against him. Tier 2 timing is more or less the same. Path from Enlightenment almost finished. Tier 2. Yeah, the path, you always get it a little bit faster with these building tier 2s, I call it, the building tier ups, because you can double build it. A lot of generators also being added. So what is he going to do? Obviously the pulse rifle, advanced plasma batteries. Yeah, sorry. The pulse rifle upgrade, I call it. Upgrading this point is nice, and yeah, with all these generators he could add a vehicle beacon. Yeah, and we have a machine bastion on the other side as well. Let's check for upgrades. No upgrades really. You could benefit from the power swords, for example, or the superior bionics. The assault marines could, but for now is he like going for the take and hold? No way. You go for the take and hold victory against any player really this early. Is he getting now Chasui? No, Chasui would be absolutely amazing. 4 units with Chasui. Okay, on some he gets some, or just as I say. These squad leaders are really good. More damage, more health, everything basically. But yeah, kind of stalemate here. That's interesting. Getting for both is wood land speeders and maybe the Primaris. If you go for Reclusium, you could go for the... Okay, he gets for the assault veterans, but you could also get the Primaris. And this is another point why you would only get 1 assault marine instead of 2, because of the squad cap. You get more squad cap if you get the sergeants and stuff like that. But yeah, the veterans, if they get a sergeant and stuff, you would more or less how should I say, you would not need to get a infantry cap increase as early. What do we have here? First, Devilfish. Yeah, going for 3 Devilfish troop carriers is more or less normal. And if you have 2, like he has 4 fire warriors, you can have with 2 Devilfishes, you have them all around. Also, quite big economy. Let's call it float. There's some pathfinders being added. They can now mark these squads. They could also tag them with their ranged attack to slow them. Yeah, and these, not sure what these are about to do. They will also fall against these fire warriors, but yeah, you see the damage is actually okay against those, as they do not have, okay, 1000 HP isn't the worst. We now have this Devilfish troop carrier over here, the second Devilfish troop carrier. Was it out already, or am I... Yeah, it is. Was a rallied on a different location, and these, ouch, will take a lot of damage. Only 1 model survives. The question is now, what does he go for? For Mephiston, Melters, and assault veterans. So we have now 2 assault veterans. Is 1 parked inside? Yeah. On the other side, these land speeders are now defended as well with this Devilfish troop carrier, which has some anti-vehicle capabilities. On the other side we now have an assault, but in comes the assault regiments over here, but the Tower Firewalls could just jump in and move out, if microed correctly. Yes, the Pathfinders, however, need to take their shoes, need to run away. Now in comes some stealth suits, probably for some anti-vehicle capabilities. As you see, these land speeders, which can kill infantry really well. I mean, he could... They can get melters, right? Yeah, they can get flamers and melters. I was thinking about, let's say, 1 Barracuda or something. which could follow them around. Not being repaired are those. Just everybody like playing very cautiously over here. I mean, that's the Tau way, right? All his requisition did go into something. Probably upgrading, fully reinforcing all the squads with Shah 3. Yeah, look at them. All that's fully reinforced, Shah 3. 2 Shah 3 on each squad. And yeah, dealing a lot of damage even against the Mephiston. So if the Mephiston even gets marked for a short amount of time, he will die pretty quickly. Stealth suits on this side to prevent any shenanigans with the land speeders, which I told you that Fire Warriors can take down land speeders. Here you see it. The Shah 3 have actually pretty good damage even against some light vehicles. What he needs to do is to decap one of the outer points. There's still some assault marines just overlooking this point all this time. These are some veterans, right? Yeah, assault veterans over here wanting to do something against this decap, but this is a fully reinforced squad. Will this be able to? I see some movement on the other side as well. Okay, he stops the decap. It's only like 1 minute 40. Big assault on the front from him, but it does not. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you lose by take and hold. On this side, he forgoes the take and hold for now, but he could jump in now, and this will not be able to kill them, I think. No real defense here whatsoever. More and more land speeders, but they will not cut it. The Devilfish actually died because of the Mephiston sensing it. Yeah, this was now decapped, so the take and hold victory is out of the picture. So this looks like big advantage for wow, ouch, for Grindan currently. Looking at the economy, he is also ahead. Now actually getting the Carrion command post, not seeing a tier 3 yet for wood over here. So yeah, the Devilfish UK actually survives one melter bomb. Did it doing about 700 damage, the melter bomb is. So it will survive one, but not two, or one and a bit of fire. And these listening posts are really mean in the sense that they are autocannon, so if this gets detected, it can quickly take down a Devilfish troop carrier. More and more land speeders. Predator, so he is tier 3. Holy moly. So tier 3 for wood, tier 3, let's say 3/4 done for Grindan as well. I mean, Grindan is in the face of wood, but a Predator, we all know what a Predator can do over here. The vehicle cap increase is more or less synced up to the Predator production. An orbital relay would be really nice as well. But yeah, he has no resources. He's pretty starved in his base. He has the upgraded listening post, that's nice. But he lost 1 point over here. He cannot actually cap it because he will get attacked while doing so. But there comes the Ball Predator, which should be enough of a front line. There we have also the assault suppressor squad over here. So he did go for wings. I mean, yeah, we saw the veterans, so we know he has wings. These assault suppressors are basically guys with jetpacks and autocannons. And I think the sergeant gets some sort of las cannon and stuff. Doesn't state here, but he has, I think, a las cannon as well. So jumpy troops with autocannons, las cannons is always nice. So the question is now, what does Grindan do? He goes for some economy upgrades. He has now the auxiliary center and getting the targeting optics and improved metallurgy and some crude hounds. So he wants to match the melee with melee. But it's not only melee anymore. There's, as I said, assault suppressors doing some really nice damage. And there you see the sergeant with the las cannon. So that's really mean. But now the targeting optics is there, so they will shoot like over half of the map. The question is, can these guys withstand this? Will they want to close the distance? But then the issue is that there you have these infiltrated Devilfish troop carriers, which they can just jump in. There's a stun bomb on these Predator over here. There's nothing like a rear armor hit in Dawn of War 1, but it looks really like showing rear armor and taking a hell of a lot of damage. Even, yeah, fully focusing down. Even the Fire Warriors did focus that. Some lonely land speeders over here, they can try to kill a listening post if they get a melter on top, but now they come to crude hounds. Crude hounds will survive this. What I really would like to see is, yeah, a Shaper. I was the one to say the Shaper makes this Crude Hound so much better. It comes more Pathfinders for detection and, yeah, just marking stuff. You can even mark vehicles. So yeah, not sure if this Predator was marked or not, but he surely took a hell of a lot of damage. A lot of power being piled up by Grindan. He's even getting the power upgrade. Not sure if he should go for the upgrade, the second power upgrade is actually for the requisition upgrade as well. There's a lot of damage taken on these Crude Hounds. The Crude Shaper almost died over here. Marking now the Assault Suppressor Squad, another Predator coming in, so there's a lot of back and forth. All 3 Devilfish troop carriers are here, and they now unload and bring the pain. Bring the pain. The only thing standing really are these suppressors and these the Predator over here. But the Predator, okay, there's some detection from Mephisto still, so you cannot just jump in with your stealth suits. So one stealth suit explodes mid-air. Yeah, the question is now, what now? More and more Pathfinder teams, not sure what this is all about. I mean, they can get their leader with the sniper rifle, but yeah, Wood is calling GG because this is all his army gone now. Economy wise, I couldn't check now in the end, but yeah, you cannot fight a ball like this if it has like range, not jokingly, from here to here with these Tau Fire Warriors. I think he had one chance over here with his Predator and all his Marines just jumping in, being decisive and stuff like that. But he didn't do it, pulled back, and then had only a small army remaining, and the tower had still the full army remaining. So yeah, good games, good game debate. Thanks for Grindan actually for sharing these replays. There are a lot more of these players playing, which will be the cast for the next weeks, I think. So as usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!